Hello everyone and welcome back. Do you have an iPhone or maybe an Android phone? Now, if you said iPhone, I have a really cool trick to show you that you may not have known about. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Stick around for that. So, if you have an iPhone, you probably know about FaceTime, right? At least I would hope so, since it's a really great way to video chat with your friends or your family, and it already comes built into the iPhone, which is really nice. So you don't have to go and download some third-party app, right? Now, maybe if you've used FaceTime, if you're an iPhone user, you know what FaceTime is. You've used FaceTime before. You have experienced the following situation. You go to use FaceTime and oh no, the family member or friend that you're trying to FaceTime, they don't have an iPhone. They're like an Android user. They have a Samsung or a Google Pixel phone or something like that, right? Now, this used to be a really big problem back before the iOS version 15 update. Okay, so now only Apple devices could use FaceTime before that update. Okay, so it used to be if you had FaceTime, you were an iPhone user. That was that. No other way to use FaceTime. You had an iPad, maybe, or a Mac. Apple, right? Think Apple. So if you had an Apple device, but it used to be you were the only one who had the option to use FaceTime. But with the iOS version 15 update, that has made it so that Android users can now use FaceTime to a degree, and I'll explain that in a second. That's part of the trick that I was mentioning earlier. Okay, so before that though, what did they use, or what were you using? You were probably using a third-party application like everybody else had to, right? So that would be like Zoom or Microsoft Teams or maybe Facebook Messenger, which had the built-in chat feature to it, right? Or like Skype. We're really reaching back there, Skype, right? So that was probably what you were doing prior to iOS version 15, which maybe you don't know about. Boom, like I said, Windows devices, we're talking Android devices, are now able to use FaceTime because of that iOS 15 update. So let's hop over to the iPhone and I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so here I am on my iPhone, okay, and I'm going to hop over to the app library, which is simply done by just swiping. I always tell people from right to left, right, until you can't anymore. And then you'll hit the app library like this, and you'll be able to search for applications on your phone. So little extra tip in there in the video if you didn't know about that. That's how you find applications on your iPhone. You just go over to the app library. It makes it really easy to find applications. So I'm going to type in FaceTime, and there it is. I'm going to open FaceTime. And I'm going to hit here where it says create link up at the top left, okay? And so now it's opened up the option here. Sorry, I have to block a lot of this out from you guys just because some of these are personal contacts. But basically, I can send this in a message or in mail. So like if I did messages, I could send it to a phone number now, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, right? So let's say that was the guy, 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Okay, so like let's say that was a legitimate phone number. I'd be able to send this link to an Android phone user by putting their number into the section there in the to section, and do that. There's also email option. As you can see, there's mail option as well. Again, I'm trying to show this to you all best as possible without revealing too much of my personal information, but it's very simple, right? So from the FaceTime window we have here, you just have that create link option up at the top left. We'll click on that, and then that'll give you the option to, like I said, either message it to somebody or send it via mail. Now, the part that I'm blocking out right here are all my recent contacts. So if the person you were trying to send the FaceTime link to was in your recent contact list, they'd be right there. They'd be right there at the front. So make it pretty easy for you. And that is how that is done, ladies and gentlemen. Very simple thing to do there. Just open up your FaceTime app, go to the link option, and then create the link, right? So I hope that was educational for everyone. All right. I do want to note a few of the issues or concerns or common things that might happen. We'll call them common issues that do occur with these video chats or conferences, especially when they're done from the phone. Okay, so always much more stable to do a video conference from your computer, especially if it's like an Ethernet based connection. Okay, because one of the most common issues out there is connectivity, right? So when you're using just this little device to try and do a video chat. You're usually using like a cell network, your cellular network, especially if you're out on the go. That can be pretty unstable, right? So it's a lot better if you can hop onto like your home Wi-Fi. I don't always recommend public networks, but even that's could be better than your cellular network. Of course, then that leaves your video chat or video conference kind of open to attackers who might also be on that public network. So might not be the best idea, but just make sure that you have some kind of a stable connection, right? So home Wi-Fi is perfect. If you have a home Wi-Fi network and you connect to that, it's giving you a good connection, speed, and good stability to your phone off of your local, your home network. If you connect to it, that's going to be a lot better than probably your cellular network, or again, like I said, public Wi-Fi, which can be really rough, right? Another common issue is audio issues. Really common with video calls, especially on the phone. Again, just a small device, right? So these don't have super nice speakers in them all the time. We do use them for talking, but a lot of times with video conference, we are then using the speaker that's built into the phone, which is not something we want to be doing. So, yeah, basically, get yourself a headset. That's the best thing to do. Go out and get yourself a headset that can be wireless or wired to your phone. Great way to improve audio quality or make it so you could video chat with that and use that as the audio source. Okay. So in addition to that, just making sure that the application itself that you're using, whatever video chat software application you're using, is up to date, and making sure your phone's up to date. So if you cover those two things, it's a good chance that any sort of compatibility issues you may have run into will be avoided. Okay, so thank you everyone for stopping by for today's video, and please be sure to hit that like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you on the next one.